Hey, it's Holden here, Run Pure Sports, week 16 already. It's a little sad. Well, I'm going to give you a little different format this week. I'm going to give you 8 players, a GPP and a cash at every single position. I got 2 Houston Texans and a rated rookie. But first, I want to let you know, with football season wrapping up, maybe you like the NBA. And if you do, I got a great deal for you. You can sign up at Run Pure Sports right now with the code BUCKETS15, 15% off your lifetime subscription. Maybe you don't even have a subscription right now and you want to use it for the NFL. Season's not over. 15% off, BUCKETS15. All right, give me a like. Subscribe to the YouTube channel here for Run Pure Sports. Let's get right into this. And we're going to start a cash at quarterback, and his name is Jalen Hurts. My goodness, this guy just won a whole bunch of season-long semifinals for people. He won me some money in my cash game lineups, and he was also on the Millie Maker as well. This kid is the real deal right now. So he's running. This is what we like to see. We want guys that run for us. He had 63 yards and a touchdown last week. And then he also scored on the ground against New Orleans at 106 yards and 18 carries, 338 yards passing last week and 3 TDs. The guy's doing it all. It's Jalen Hurts against Dallas. Let's take him. Let's also go to the Houston Texans and Deshaun Watson. What? Deshaun Watson? Why not? I mean, come on. That's not a what, is it? It's more like a, yeah, let's do it. Okay. He's taking on Cincinnati, and the Bengals are 21st in adjusted fantasy points against. Now, you remember when he was a disaster the first 4 weeks of the season. That was Bill O'Brien's fault. Now, Deshaun Watson is going nuts. He has 28 rushing yards per game over his last, I don't know, what is that? 11 games? Not bad. Actually, on the season, it's a little bit less than that. You look at his passing yards, 300 or more in 3 of 4. I'll go GPP for him. I'll go cash for Hurts. You can use both in GPPs as well and both in cash as well. All right, let's get to the running back position. We're going to start with the Chicago Bears. David Montgomery, a guy we were always uncomfortable starting. And now Montgomery is just rolling, and he gets a great matchup. He's got the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. So the Chicago running back might have the highest ceiling on the slate, believe it or not. And he's still my cash game play here. Last 3 games, he has been going nuts. 110.3 yards per game and 5 rushing touchdowns. Montgomery, production, going up against the Jags. Give me some Montgomery. And I think Mitchell Trubisky running around has a little something to do with this too. On the other side, GPP, and I'm not so sure he is a cash play. He's more of a GPP play for the Cleveland Browns. It's Chubby, Nick Chubb. Oh, yeah, he's looking good. Taking on the Jets, like, who doesn't want to pick on the Jets? 16.5 carries, 93.1 yards this year. He's got 10 touchdowns in 10 games. And inside the 5-yard line, now listen, he missed 4 games. Kareem Hunt has not missed time. Chubb has 9 carries inside the 5. Hunt has 8. You know, this guy is still going to get big-time carries where it counts. Hunt will get 1 or 2 too, but Chubb's my guy in a GPP, and I think you can go Montgomery in cash or GPP. Let's move on to the wide receiver position. But before we do, like, subscribe, just do it, please. Thank you very much. Calvin Ridley going up against the Chiefs. How do we not take the Atlanta #1 wide receiver? Listen, we love the options on the other side. We love Mahomes, we love Hill, we love Kelsey. Falcons going to put some points up in this game, I'm telling you. And with or without Julio, this guy is spectacular. Some guys prefer him without Julio. Right now, it doesn't look like Julio is going to play again, at least this week. Look at the volume that Ridley's been getting. 10 targets, 12 targets, 14 targets. Remember when he wanted to get a 1,000-yard rushing season under his belt this year? He did that. He did it. He already did it. Over 100 yards, 3 straight TDs, or 3 straight games with a TD. I mean, everything's working for him. Chiefs defense allowing 230 yards per game. Wide receiver ones have struggled a little bit, but it's Calvin Ridley. Just go out there and you start him. And then I will go, that's my cash play. You could also play Ridley and GPPs. I think Kiki QT is my GPP play here. Now, this is especially if you're playing Deshaun Watson at a GPP. You're going to need to put Cooks and QT together. Now, why QT? And it's very important. If Cooks is out here, QT's stock gets a little bump. So over these last 3 weeks without Will Fuller, some nice production. He's got some touchdowns. He's got a touchdown in 2 of the 3 games, 53 yards. He's got 8 catches in 1 game, 8 for 141, 5 for 53 and a touchdown. That's with Cooks. Without him, 3 for 24 and a touchdown. Not too great. 19 targets his last 3, 16 catches his last 3, going up against the Bengals team, allowing multiple pass TDs in 8 games, coming off an emotional win. Yeah, it's lining up. Things are lining up very well for Kiki QT and this Texans offense this week. At tight end, well, a couple plays here going back to the Cleveland well because they're taking on the Jets. Austin Hooper is the play here. He had 5 catches off 6 targets, 41 yards and a touchdown last week. The Jets are last against tight ends in TDs allowed with 13 this season. They're almost giving up 1 a game. That would be my cash and GPP play. I think my number 1 cash play, who will also be a GPP play. I'm sorry to mix them up this week, but I think, at this point, a lot of these guys are interchangeable in cash and GPP. You have to make yourself different a little somewhere. But Logan Thomas of the Washington football team, I don't care who's at quarterback. He's got a great matchup against Carolina. They average giving up 5.5 catches, 56 yards, and a half a touchdown per game. So they're giving up a touchdown just about every other game. Thomas led Washington football team in targets, receiving, and receptions and yards. Logan Thomas, do it. Play him. Let's go. And that, my friends, is my cash and GPP picks for the week. Again, remember, like, subscribe, and if you haven't signed up yet, Buckets 15% off the life of your subscription to Run Pure Sports. For Simon, who's made me look pretty for so many weeks now, I'm Holden. Keep running pure in week 16.